So retail media has been a hot topic for a while, and the journey that each retailer has begun is at various stages of completion. So no surprise there. I think what's interesting is you're seeing some centralization of capabilities, unification around things like clean room or some measurement standards starting to come to life through our work with the IAB, and bringing a little bit less friction to the clients who invest in those retailer networks. So they have consistency, they have some predictability across the different places they can partner, but there's still a lot of development left to go. So right now I think retail media networks do a great job of their owned and operated inventory, so their own website, app, in-store is still growing. And then off-platform, a lot of RMNs have been successful with social networks or open web via Trade Desk or Google. Where we're still struggling and seeing opportunity is on that linear and CTV side. How we show up there is going to be interesting because linear TV is usually an agency-built model, and then CTV lives in the middle. So I think RMNs will need to figure out how to wear the right hat for that role, and that's the Albertsons Media Collective is looking to partner where we're appropriate, so share privacy-conscious data, or drive partial execution, or run the whole thing, and then show up, with a range of products for people to choose from, depending on how they want to partner with us.
So just explain the media presence of video in the Albertsons scenario. Is it sort of a data play? Is it on your site? Is it advertising that you do on other sites? What's the media piece of it look like?
Yeah, the creative itself is really in service of one of our major goals, which is inspiration and solutioning, right? So great that you can come to Safeway.com and see the cream cheese, and it's on a price discount and it's available in your local store. I mean, that's just retailer operations. How great would it be if you saw it in combination with a recipe, coming up for a tailgate party, and all those products are available, maybe there's another coupon on top of it. So it shows the quick hits on how to make the recipe, talks about maybe the health benefits, but it moves it into more of an inspirational and I think upper funnel conversation. Retail media started in the lower part of the funnel, so it allows us to come up and play a bigger role on-site and off-site. I think the same video assets or versions of them can be applicable for Safeway.com just as well as YouTube or CTV. And so telling an omni-channel story on that same recipe is a goal of ours.
And of course, measurement is a big, a big blackboard to work on. You guys are working with the IAB. What are your hopes in terms of measurement? What needs to be accomplished?
Yeah, it's a great question, Andy. Measurement is an obligation we have to any investor, any client that wants to spend with us. We owe them the best possible measurement back, and that's great. But our obligation to the industry is even bigger than that. So how does a CPG find consistency across 4 or 5 or 6 retail media networks? We think the IAB and adoption of standards is a great way to get there. And it's not that hard of a concept to get our head around. It just means RMNs have to participate and adopt that methodology. So we're hoping to help shape the standards. Whether or not they use all of our logic and code is kind of irrelevant, so long as we can land on a happy agreement of what standards look like, and then some adoption of those standards, so that retail industry looks like more of a manageable industry and not a bunch of silos. So when Pepsi has that next dollar to invest, they can consider us like a frictionless or less friction-based opportunity to spend it.
And finally, Evan, we're really happy that Albertsons Media Collective is a partner at the Beet Retreat in March. Yeah. What do you hope the conversation is, and what solutions and what role can we play together in moving this industry forward at the event?
I think this is a beautiful story. So I came to Beet Retreat maybe 6 years ago for the first time, and I learned everything about linear from your conference and the networking that occurred there. And that journey's been wonderful and got us to this place now where retail media with clean rooms and agency partnerships can play an appropriate role with CTV and linear TV. So I'm hoping to come back. We're going to have some exciting things to talk about at that point, but then really extend those partnerships and re-engage in some of the linear experts and agencies in the room that have been coming to your conference for a long time. I just think it's a great place to go validate ideas, innovate new things, and then work with the people who make those decisions.